fortunate. It was ironically my turn for devotion this morning, and all teachers get different turns, and we all Zoom. We all used to meet in the library, but of course we can't do that, so we're on Zoom, and each teacher gets a turn each term, and I just focused on silver linings. And there's different struggles that either the kids or the teachers are going through in remote learning,
Yes.
but there's a silver lining to everything.
Yes.
And you just got to focus on that silver lining. The fact that we can't sort of be there with our students, the silver lining to that is a lot of them are stepping up and becoming more independent learners instead of being spoon-fed. So there's ways that it's helping a lot of the kids. And we're earning money. No?
Yeah.
How many people aren't? So
Yes. It's she's an inspiration.
Yeah.
And the party she had for Kayla. Oh my gosh. Okay. The preparation
she was
of the
so
videos.
upset because Kayla wanted she decided outside the back they were going to put up a screen, like a sheet, and she's going to have a movie night with popcorn and stuff. And just 5 friends, but you can't have that. So she just did magnificently. She did really well, yeah.
Well, prepping the videos before, I saw the whole do that she had to normalise it as much as possible, and that's huge, especially for Kayla at this age. So hats off to Sally. She really did.
Did she send it to you to fix or something? Did she?
No. I just saw the post, and I know that would have taken a lot of work in itself, editing and stitching, reaching out to everyone. Having all the different file formats and the problems, and then trying to troubleshoot. I can't imagine the
stuff
headaches
that you go through. Yeah, yep.
Oh, poor.
No, she did well.
She's amazing.
Thank goodness for Moonpig and delivery.
Have you turned more to online shopping and delivery, or do you still prefer to go out to the shops?
Okay, I have been in the past going to the shops because I've got my thyroid issue. When this happened the first time last year and this time, Dennis will tend to be that person.
Yes.
Because he has to go to work anyway, and they are really, really careful where he works. They make the parts for the ResMed respiratory machines.
Oh.
For COVID, yeah. So hence he's actually got a letter from the White House and the Australian government saying that if he gets pulled over by the police, he's got to be able to, he's an essential worker as well. So he'll kind of call into the shops on the way home. But it's ironic because I actually Sally click and collected a couple of days ago, and I picked it up on my way home from getting my laptop fixed, and that's the first time I've ever done it. So you pull up out the side of the Woolies, and they've got an app, and you say, I'm here, I'm in Bay 3, and I had to wait less than 10 minutes, and they bring it all to the back of your car, and they fill it and close your door, and off you go. So that's the first time I've done that. And, it certainly seems to be. Sally's been doing it for a while, because it certainly makes life easier for her. And we did a joint shop. I'm not saying it, there's separate shops.
Yeah.
She did all the fiddly stuff and went online and actually ordered it. I just sent her what I wanted. Because she's got her regular order for the kids, and it was easy.
Yes, I have to agree there. Online shopping has saved a lot of time. You don't have to worry about parking, all the struggles, the traffic. Now, creative solutions in the way of entertainment. How have you all stayed entertained? And movie nights you mentioned. Do you play any board games? Are they coming back?
Actually, I've introduced Eamon for the very first time, because he's 4 now, to Beetle, and he's old enough to play Beetle, and he understands it. Eloise wants to play all the time, but she just cheats and puts all the bits on, and then spins occasionally and gets cranky, and that's Eloise. But Eamon knows how to play and always wants to play Beetle. So Kayla, she got for her birthday a kids version of Trivial Pursuit, which it's really good because it has adult questions and kids questions. So we actually played, and the 3 of us got the adult questions, and she got the kids questions, and blow me down, she won the game. So and say all fair and square, it was really good. So she might not be academic, but she knows lots of useless pieces of information, just like we do.
She's still finding her passion. That's what she's looking for.
Yes, that's right.
She's still finding her passion.
So yeah, we've been playing games. I'm watching a lot of TV, I suppose, to chill out. Dennis is working in the backyard.
Any particular TV series or shows?
Really sort of dodgy stuff. I mean, I'm an absolute Survivor fan, have been since day one. So I watch Survivor. What do you call it? Farmer Wants a Wife. Just finished that.
That's great.
And I've just for the very first time gotten in with Beauty and the Geek.
Oh,
absolutely hilarious. It's great.
This season.
And I love the English detective series. One's called Bloodlands. Another one I'm about to watch is called Baptiste. There's a few different ones there, so keep myself busy with that. Dennis is working on the backyard and he's changing the landscaping and moving the pool fence. So that's keeping him busy. Good. The kids have got a playground out there virtually. Not too sure.
Yes, I know your backyard. It's fantastic. I've played in that backyard many a time.
They've got the swings, they've got a trampoline, they've got their little cars and their bikes and trikes and scooters and all that sort of stuff. So they call that Poppy's Playground.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
And that gets them out. And we can still go for bushwalks too, which we do. And this area has some really lovely bushwalks. Yes. There's an old tram track that we discovered that we like to take the kids up that actually leads to a cliff that is 100 metres down to the train track. And, I mean, we stay sort of back from that, but you should see the view. It's just magical. Oh. And bits of tram and rail and bricks and rocks and concrete and stuff, pylons where they had the gear that helped them build the train through, if that makes sense.
Yes.
And that's just sort of remnants of bits, and we walk through. And, there's just heaps of bush tracks around, so that's good. Although I should be walking a lot more than I am.
That's going to be close to 100 years old now, a lot of that stuff.
It would be 100,
Now, what are you looking forward to the most when lockdown finishes?
Oh, going on our holidays.
Yes.
Yeah. We had one booked last December to Mauritius with Jill and Wolfgang, and we were staying in Mauritius for a little while. They were actually going to Africa, and they were going to do Victoria Falls.
Oh, in Zambia. Yes.
Is it Zambia? Okay,
it's 3 different countries, but Zambia is one of them. Yes.
Yeah. So they'd booked that. They'd booked a retreat and a safari there, whereas we weren't fussed about that. We were just going to go straight to Mauritius and spend some days lazing around doing nothing. And then we're picking up a cruise in Mauritius in the port of Port Louis rather. And it's a German cruise ship that was going to Seychelles, which is absolutely on my bucket list since I was about 14 or 15, Madagascar, and Reunion Island.
Yes.
Yeah. And, of course, Mauritius. So that was a 2-week cruise. And we weren't so bothered about the German side of it because Wolfgang was going. He's Austrian. He speaks fluent, so we thought we'll get through it. It'll be a bit of a laugh. So we missed that in December 2020. And then we rebooked for Twit. And therefore that cruise was still going ahead. Even though Australians can't get to Mauritius, there's no flight because Air Mauritius, well, that's another thing. We've paid $4,500 to Air Mauritius and they've got into receivership.
Oh, no.
We've got no physical way of getting to Mauritius. Because that cruise was still running, we would have just lost our spot and lost our deposit. But, holidays. Just want to, you work hard and you want to look forward to something. And we've really enjoyed our holidays with Jill and Wolfgang. We've got a plan B, which is booked, but now I don't know. Plan B is coming to Perth, driving down to Busselton, and doing Busselton,
Esperance.
Oh, I've lost Denmark, Esperance, and then back up to Kalgoorlie and then across to Perth. So we're doing like the loop, the bottom, and that was 2 weeks worth. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a lot of distance.
That's all booked, and we've done it. Especially booked the flights that we know we can get credits for if we can't go, and everything that we've booked apart from Busselton because we used our points to get that. Is through booking.com, which allows you to cancel within a certain date. So, we've gotten more clever, I suppose. So fingers crossed that goes ahead.